Hi, and today we are taking you on the ultimate Pacific Coast Highway road trip from San Luis Obispo to Carmel-by-the-Sea. Join us on a freezing February morning as we explore the quaint fishing village of Morro Bay, get up close to the colossal volcanic Morro Rock, and stroll through the charming, historic town of Cambria. The absolute highlight? Witnessing the chaotic, incredible mating season at the Piedras Blancas elephant seal rookery. Now, most people driving the Pacific Coast Highway rush straight from Los Angeles to San Francisco, completely missing the absolute best, untamed stops along the California coast. Today, we are continuing our grand tour of the U.S., leaving San Luis Obispo behind. And let me tell you, what we found today blew us away. Stick around, because a bit later, we are taking you to a hidden beach, where thousands of two-ton sea monsters battle out right on the sand. But first, we are heading toward a massive, ancient volcano that rises straight out of the ocean. You need to see this. It is a freezing 5 degrees Celsius this February morning, but the coastal air is incredibly crisp. We are at Morro Bay, located right along the Central Coast. This town is a working fishing village that feels completely frozen in time. We parked right near the water and walked out onto the T Pier. The sea is dead calm today, and the view is spectacular. You can see the bridge stretching out to the sand spit, a massive natural barrier protecting the bay. Morro Bay is legendary for its Dungeness crab fishing, a massive industry here that keeps the local seafood restaurants fully stocked. But you can't look anywhere in this town without seeing it. That massive shadow in the background is Morro Rock. Right along the boardwalk, you'll also notice 3 towering smokestacks, remnants of an old power plant that have become an iconic part of the skyline. And if you're a history buff, the Morro Bay Maritime Museum right here is a must-visit to understand the nautical roots of this bay. We took the shore drive right up to the base of it, and the sheer size is humbling. This is the Gibraltar of the Pacific. It's actually a 576-foot tall volcanic plug, the remnants of an extinct volcano that formed over 20 million years ago. It's part of a chain of ancient peaks called the Nine Sisters. The views from Morro Rock Beach are breathtaking, and while you can't climb the rock because it's a protected reserve for nesting peregrine falcons, just standing in its shadow is an unforgettable experience. Morro Bay is situated along the central coast in San Luis Obispo County. To reach the beach, you typically take Highway 1 and exit at Morro Bay Boulevard or Main Street. The beach is easily accessible by car, with ample parking available right next to the sand. Leaving the coast just for a bit, we drove north, slightly away from the PCH, to a tiny, enchanting village. It is 20 minutes north of Morro Bay. We are visiting a small town called Cambria. Nestled amongst Monterey pines, Cambria has a population of just around 5,600 people. It is the ultimate slow down and relax destination. The vibe here is incredibly artsy and historic. As you walk the main street, expect to see beautifully preserved architecture, boutique antique shops, and local art galleries. Cambria is a village in the pines. It spans about 22 square kilometers. As we walk through the East Village, the first thing you notice is that there are 0 chain stores. Everything is local. You'll see 19th century Victorian cottages nestled under massive Monterey pines. He made a point to stop at the Cambria Historical Museum. It's housed in one of the oldest homes in town, built in 1870. It gives you a real sense of the pioneer spirit that built this place. Interesting fact, most people come here for the shops, but the locals know the real treasure is on ground. Just a few minutes away is Moonstone Beach, famous for the smooth, colorful moonstones and volcanic jasper that wash up on the shore. The morning chill was really setting in, so we ducked into the Cambria Cafe for a massive breakfast. If you visit, you have to try anything with the lallyberries. We hop back onto the Pacific Coast Highway. Now, we're taking you somewhere very, very special. Just north of San Simeon is the Piedras Blancas Elephant Seal Rookery. Access is incredibly easy. There are well-marked vista points and boardwalks right off the highway. But nothing prepares you for the sight and the sound of this beach. Right now, between December and March, it is peak breeding and birthing season. There are literally thousands of northern elephant seals packed onto this sand. Why here? Because this specific stretch of California coast provides a safe, sandy haven, protected from massive storms, making it the perfect nursery. Interesting fact tip, these creatures are extreme survivors. Did you know a northern elephant seal can dive up to 5,000 feet deep and hold its breath for nearly 2 hours while hunting in the open ocean? But right now, they are on land for one reason. Look closely and you'll see the massive alpha males. They can grow up to 16 feet long and weigh over 4,000 pounds. They're violently fighting for dominance and the right to mate, while the females are giving birth to pups. It is chaotic, noisy, and absolutely fascinating. It's hard to describe the scale of this place until you see it for yourself. Every year, upwards of 25,000 elephant seals arrive at the Piedras Blancas rookery. They aren't all here at once, but during this peak February window, the beach is absolutely packed. The pregnant females arrive in December and January, and they don't waste any time. Most of them give birth right here on the sand, within just 2 to 7 days of arriving. If you look closely at the pups with the black fur, those are the newborns. They'll stay on this beach for about 5 weeks, nursing on milk that is 60% fat. That's 10 times richer than cow's milk. It's how these pups go from 75 pounds at birth to a chunky 300 pounds in just 1 month. Now, here's the most mind-blowing fact about these mothers. While they're still nursing their current pup, they actually mate again. But they don't start growing the new baby right away. They use something called delayed implantation. The fertilized egg basically pauses for about 4 months. This allows the mother to head back to the ocean, travel thousands of miles to Alaska, and eat enough to regain the 40% of her body weight she lost while nursing. By the end of March, the adults vanish. They head north on one of the longest migrations of any mammal, a staggering 13,000-mile round trip. The males go as far as the Aleutian Islands in Alaska to feast on squid and sharks, while the females stay a bit further south near Oregon and Washington. The pups they leave behind, they're called weaners. They stay on this beach for another 8 to 10 weeks, teaching themselves how to swim and survive, before they eventually follow the adults into the deep blue. Imagine traveling 13,000 miles just to get a meal. What's the furthest you've ever traveled for a great vacation? Let us know in the comments. We spent an hour just watching the drama unfold on the beach before getting back on the road to head toward our evening destination, Carmel. One key takeaway from today's drive is this: the Pacific Coast Highway is not just a road, it's a destination in itself. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and we will see you in Carmel.